एकदन्तं महाकायकम् एकदन्तं महाकायकम् लंबोदरं गजाननं विघ्ननाशकं वरदं हेरम्बं प्रणाम्यहम् प्रणाम्यहम्। गाइए गणपति गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन शंकर सुवन भवानी के नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन शंकर सुवन भवानी के नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति। सिद्ध सदन गज वदन विनायक सिद्ध सदन गज वदन विनायक सिद्ध सदन गज वदन विनायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सब लायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सब लायक गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन शंकर सुवन भवानी के नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति। मोदत प्रिय मुद मंगल दाता मोदत प्रिय मोदत प्रिय मुद मंगल मोदत मोदत प्रिय मुद मंगल दाता मोदत प्रिय मुद मंगल दाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता, बुद्धि विधाता, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। शंकर सुवन, शंकर सुवन, भवानी के नंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति। Gama de nida ba nida gama ba gama de nida nida da nida 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 ga ge da nida da nida nida ga ge da nida ga gama ba ma ge da nida ga da ni ba ma ga ba ba ni ba nida gama ba gama de nida ba nida ge de nida 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 ma ga ba ba sa nida ga gama ba ni nida ba ni ma ba ni ba ma gama ba ni ba ga ma ga ma ge de sa nida sar da da sar da da sar da 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 ni da ni da ba ma ga ni da ba ga ga ma ni da da ma de de da sa ga ma pa ni sa ga ma pa sa ga ma pa ga ma ni 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 da ani da ba ni ba ma ga ma ga da ni sa ga sa ti sa sa ni da ga ni da ni ba ma ga ma ba ma ga ma ba ma ga ma ba ma ga ma ba ni da ma de de da ma ga ma ba ni da ba ni da ga ma ba ni da pa ni ma pa ni da pa ni pa pa ga ma da ni ba ma ga ma ga de da da गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति। मांगत जोगी जन कर जोरे, मांगत जोगी मांगत जोगी, मांगत मांगत जोगी, मांगत जोगी जन कर जोरे, मांगत जोगी जन कर जोरे। बस हूँ श्री माता जी मानस मोरे, बस हूँ श्री माता जी मानस मोरे, मानस मोरे। गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। शंकर सुवन भवानी के नंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। शंकर सुवन, शंकर सुवन भवानी के नंदन, गाइए गणपति, गाइए गणपति, गाइए गणपति।
महालक्ष्मी की जय,
महासरस्वती की जय, महाकाली की जय जय जय। बोलो आदिशक्ति श्री माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। बोलो आदिशक्ति श्री माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महालक्ष्मी की जय, महासरस्वती की जय, महाकाली की जय जय जय। बोलो आदिशक्ति श्री माता जी, श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। माँ भक्ति प्रिया माँ निष्कामा, माँ भक्ति प्रिया माँ निष्कामा, हे निर्गुण माँ निष्पापा माँ, हे निर्गुण माँ निष्पापा माँ। सारा ब्रह्मांड है जिसने रचा निर्मल की जय 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 जय। सारा ब्रह्मांड है जिसने रचा निर्मल की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। माँ निष्कला माँ निर्मदा, माँ निष्कला माँ निर्मदा, श्री माता जी निरंतरा, श्री माता जी निरंतरा। ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव शक्ति माँ निर्मल की जय 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 जय। ब्रह्मा विष्णु शिव शक्ति माँ निर्मल की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। ओ माँ निर्लेपा निरंजना, माँ निर्लेपा निरंजना, महादेवी माँ हे महामना, महादेवी माँ हे महामना। सुख करता माँ दुख हरता माँ कल्की की जय 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 जय। सुख करता माँ दुख हरता माँ कल्की की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली की जय। महामाया माँ जग जननी माँ, महामाया माँ जग जननी माँ, शुभ करनी माँ दुख हरनी माँ, शुभ करनी माँ दुख हरनी माँ। बोलो विश्वधारिणी सहजदायिनी माँ की जय 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 जय। बोलो विश्वधारिणी सहजदायिनी माँ की जय। महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली 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 की जय।
Jai Shri Mataji, respected brothers and sisters from the global Sahaj family. Salam sejahtera dari Malaysia. Warm greetings from Malaysia. Before we start the session today, let us welcome some new yogis, new and established yogis for joining us for the very first time. We hope and pray that you will continue to join us every week to strengthen our collectivity. Now let us keep Shri Mataji's holy lotus feet in our hearts and with complete reverence. We feel our hearts with utmost love and respect for Divine Mother, the Mother of the Universe, Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti, for ourselves, our global Sahaj family, and mankind in general. Now, with complete reverence and humility, we will pray to our Holy Mother, Param Puja Shri Mataji. We, your children from across the world, humbly seek your blessings, your permission, your guidance and protection to have this global online meditation. It is only by your divine grace, Shri Mataji, and blessings that we are able to gather every week to worship your holy lotus feet collectively. We are truly grateful to you for this wonderful opportunity, Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, verily you are the doer and you are the enjoyer, and we, your children, do nothing at all. Our only desire, Shri Mataji, is to please you, to be one with you at your holy lotus feet, and to be completely surrendered to do your work, Shri Mataji. Please give us the opportunity to be your humble instrument in whatever way possible. Shri Mataji, our humble salutations to you at your holy lotus feet again and again from all your children. Today, brothers and sisters, we are once again blessed to have our dear brother from Chennai now, originally from Nagpur, now in Chennai. Brother Bharani Ram Bhaskar Bhatta, more popularly or lovingly called as Bhaskarji. He's currently the coordinator for Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Recently, he has been elected for all his dedication, for his devotion in doing Shri Mataji's work. There's so much we can talk about him, but we will start the meditation at the end of the session. We will share a lot of experiences that we had recently. So let's put our hands together and welcome our dear brother, Bhaskarji. Over to you, Bhaskarji. Jai Shri Mataji.
Thank you, sister, for first of all giving this opportunity today to be leading this meditation. And I'm very happy that I'm been participating at the backside, helping in the Zoom setting and up of all this for several months now, probably from the beginning of these sessions. I think that's my fortune. So let's start straight away. Let's just all raise our Kundalini, take Bandhan with our attention towards Shri Mataji. Let us take the three Maha Mantras and Shri Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunaatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us all put our right hand on our heart. Pray to Shri Mataji. O Holy Mother, please allow us to humble down at your divine lotus feet, to surrender all our ego, superego, our aggression, our reactions at your divine lotus feet. Shri Mataji, please help us to establish in complete humility, innocence, like Shri Ganesha, at your divine lotus feet in our heart. Please give us the wisdom and pure knowledge to remove all the ignorance, all the illusions that distract us from the reality, the truth, that we are nothing but the Atma, the Spirit. Shri Mataji, it is our pure desire and only pure desire to be completely established in union with you, in oneness with you. You are the doer, Shri Mataji. It is only with your blessings and your compassion, kindness, that we have received our self-realization, that we have known the truth, and we know our pure desire. Shri Mataji, It is only with your grace that this pure desire is always fulfilled. Please allow us to feel our connection with you, Shri Mataji, our oneness with you in our hearts, so that we can feel the joy, love, compassion, kindness in our hearts. Let us put our attention in our heart and meditate for some time, feeling Shri Mataji's presence in our hearts. To surrender all our thoughts, forgive all our thoughts, and surrender all our thoughts. Shri Mataji, please make us thoughtless. While we are meditating, while we are thoughtless, to feel the joy in the heart. And let's put both our hands towards the Mother Earth. Param Puja Shri Mataji, please come into my Muladhara Chakra as Shri Ganesha, as Shri Kartikeya. Please make me like Shri Ganesha, your most innocent, humble, wise, pure little child. Just put our attention in the center of our Muladhara Chakra. May Shri Mataji make us as balanced as Shri Ganesha. Shri Mataji, please establish us in the Atma Tattva. in all the qualities of the spirit. Just surrender all the stress, the tensions that we can feel in our Muladhara chakra at Shri Mataji's divine lotus feet. It is Shri Mataji who is the doer. So we just surrender our Muladhara chakra at Shri Mataji's divine lotus feet and pray that all the imbalances be removed. We'll take the mantra Shri Ganesh Sakshat, and then after that we'll take the mantra Shri Kartikeya Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please also establish all the qualities of Shri Kartikeya in us. Shri Kartikeya, who is the commander of all the divine forces, who establishes us in all the divine qualities and destroys all the demonic, satanic tendencies, hidden tendencies within us. To Shri Kartikeya, who helps us to be established in the pure knowledge. You meditate on our Muladhara chakra. Surrender to Shri Mataji any thoughts that distract us. Give both our hands towards Shri Mataji. Let's check the vibrations on both our hands. Pray to Shri Mataji for balance. Let's keep our attention in our Hamsa chakra, which is between both our eyes. Shri Mataji, by your grace, may the wisdom of Sri Ganesha help us to have the discretion to always choose that which is right and good for our spirit. Attention in our Agyan Chakra. Just pray that Shri Mataji, please establish all the qualities of Sri Ganesha in our Agyan Chakra so that we are innocent, humble, wise, surrendered, like Sri Ganesha. Shri Mataji, please help us to rise above our ego, superego, and be established at your divine lotus feet in the Sahasrara Chakra. In all thoughtlessness, experiencing the joy of being one with you. Just forgive all the thoughts. I surrender them at Shri Mataji, your divine lotus feet. With our attention in the Sahasrara, in this state, we will listen to Shri Mataji's talk of a Ganesh Puja from the Ganesh Puja, Moscow, Russia, 1994.
Today we are going to worship Sri Ganesha. Sri Ganesha resides in Muladhara on the chakra, Muladhara chakra, and not on Muladhara. In the Muladhara is placed the Kundalini. She is the mother of Sri Ganesha. We call her Gauri. Yesterday you saw the picture, the drama, how Sri Ganesha got his head of an elephant. All these things have happened in another world. There are many worlds of which we know of this world. It is a question of our awareness. Now we are at a human awareness, and we have risen to a higher awareness, which is called as the fourth dimension. Without Sri Ganesha, it's not possible. As you know, he is the symbol of innocence within us. This innocence never gets destroyed because it is eternal. But it may happen that it will get covered with some clouds by our mistakes that we commit. But once you get your realization, your innocence is re-established, manifests, and you become innocent. Your attention becomes innocent. It is impossible to follow your religion, either Christ or Muhammad Sahab or Jews, if you do not have enlightenment. This is one thing they did not realize because they were of a very high level people. They did not know what is the condition of human beings. As in the Bible is written that if your right eye commits sins, means goes against Sri Ganesh, you take it away. Or if your right hand does anything wrong against Sri Ganesha, then cut it out. Just imagine if Christians were really practicing Christianity, they all would have been without hands, without eyes. Because it is said that if you make any mistakes, you better cut out yourself. Christ said that you should do it, and also for men he was very strict, not for women so much. So Muhammad Sahib thought that why not say about women also? Why not restrict them? Why only men? So he made strict rules for women also. In this case, he said that you should hurt the woman or hit the woman or should try to restrict the woman. That is on the husband. But to do so, the husband himself has to be an innocent person. If he himself committed such mistakes, then what right he has got to become strict with his wife or with his sister? And the worst thing was for the Jews. When Moses brought the 10 Commandments, he found that the Jews were having a decadent society as they have now. Nowadays we have this decadent society in America, in everywhere. There are no morals and nobody talks of morality. I feel that search is the only way where human beings can become innocent. Because Jews were given what you call the Shariat, where it was, if you are a thief, cut your hands, cut your nose, cut this portion, cut that. It's very serious. I saw that it is impossible to follow them because they are too pure, too important. If you are Christians, you can't have two eyes, you can't have your hands. And if you are Muslims, your wives and your daughters and your sisters are always in danger. And if you are a Jew, then all kinds of punishments are written for them. On the contrary, only the saints have been punished. All the good people are punished because there are so many people who are extremely aggressive and sinful. And they also do not know that is wrong with them, something very much against the dharma, against the religion. With Sahaj only you get the light of the spirit. Sri Ganesha is the spirit within us, and he incarnated on this earth as our Lord Jesus Christ. But all kinds of things have been done against such great people, and they made separate religions. None of these books have separated themselves from each other. For example, Muhammad Sahib has described about Moses, Abraham, Moses, Christ, mother of Christ. So he never established another religion. He was talking about all the religions, woven together in one. But we have now people who do not believe that all the religions are born out of one tree of spirituality. They are not only fighting with others, but among themselves. In the name of God, they are killing so many people. Innocence is the source of love. Like small children, when you see them sweetly dancing, you feel such tremendous love for them. When you see a little baby, very sweet baby, smiling at you, you feel tremendous love for that child. If you do not respect your innocence, you can never be loving person. And without love, you cannot know the truth. Only thing is that we feel rather sometimes awkward, sometimes frightened to love the innocent people. The innocent are most harmless people. I do not like parents to beat their children at all. They are in innocence, do something. So you must be really kind to them and understand them. Nowadays, in Russia also, there are many children who are born realized because you all are now enlightened and there are so many great saints who want to be born. But you have to be innocent yourself. The countries where the children are not respected, children don't want to be born. There is a minus growth in those countries. But in a country like India, where there is so much love for children, they want to take birth in India, though there is poverty. Children don't understand money and material things. They understand love. If you don't have love in your heart, Sri Ganesha cannot shine within you. Now the difference between a mother and a mother who is very angry with the children is this. Mother who loves her child enjoys everything she has to do for her child. While the mother who doesn't love the child feels that she's doing too much, she can't do it, it's too much. If you ask her what's the matter, she will say, I have to wash this, I have to clean this, I have to look after this child, it's all kinds of stories. But a mother who is enlightened will love all doing all that and enjoy it. She will have respect for her children and she will make them respectable. Yeah. There is no need to be harsh with your children. Children are very sensitive and intelligent. Maybe among thousands you might find one child who is not so good. But later on, they pick up things from elders, especially from parents and from the atmosphere, and they start becoming troublesome. That doesn't mean that you should not control or restrict your children and train them. Best way is to be yourself, innocent and dharmic. Ganesha is the basis of morality. Moral behavior, when it is lost in a society, that society becomes destroyed. Whatever may be the economic advantages they have, or they have financial advantages, or political advantages, but they get destroyed from within. For example, take the case of America, which is supposed to be an affluent country, which is doubtful to me that they are affluent because they are indebted. But what is happening? Small children of 12 years are killing and selling drugs. In some other countries in the West, so many children are killed by the parents. Every country which is affluent has some sort of a speciality of immorality. They are absolutely violent people, arrogant and egoistical. Innocence, first of all, absolutely dissolve the ego. And when you talk to children, they make such sweet comments, such intelligent comments that you are amazed how they are talking all this, saying all these things. They are extremely affectionate and extremely kind. I'll tell you a story of some friends went to see the grave of President of America, Kennedy. So the child was looking at it, you see, and everybody was very solemn. Then the child turned to his father and mother and said, "Mommy, why should you put this president under the earth? All the worms will eat him up. Why this punishment?" There are so many things which you can see from these children when they talk, how they describe about other people. One day we had gone to the airport and one child was doing like this, like that, like that. So I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm trying to tie up these people, they're all off their heads. Like yesterday, Swadhisthana Chakra they were." So children see also the game, the whole drama is upset. They are very innocent, and so it's the easiest thing to give them good manners. In the case of Sri Ganesha, we have heard about the story that they had given, the parents gave the father especially, said that the one who will go round the Mother Earth, I'll give him some present. And Sri Ganesha thought that look at this Kartikeya, he can go faster because he is going on this peacock, which is a bird which can fly. What about me? I am just going on a little rat. But as he is the source of all wisdom, in his wise wisdom he thought, my mother is greater than this Mother Earth. So we went 3 times round his mother and he got the present. A person who is innocent is extremely humble. He doesn't try to show off. He doesn't know how to show off. For example, Sri Ganesha has a little rat as his conveyance. But if you see people who are show-offs, they try to buy cars beyond their means with big loans just to show off that they are rich. This is a disease of people who are not innocent. And people take advantage of this very much in the world. Like in the West, you see, they have designers and they put their stamp as designers. And one has to pay a lot for that. So if it is on the coat written the designer's name, they always try to show like that, walking on the road. But nowadays, they are putting the sign here of the designer. This is very much in the West, not so much in Russia, but it will come. And the entrepreneurs take full advantage of it. That way I must say Indians are very, very, very wise. Not all, but most of them. And because they believe in Sri Ganesha, they would not waste their money for showing off. So thus the entrepreneurs take full advantage of the people who try to show off. Innocent person is not bothered about his own body, about any fashions or about any additions to his body, like people wear things just to show off. I'm just telling you because all this nonsense is coming to your country. I hope you people will understand that the greatest quality of beauty, of personality is innocence. When the innocence is lost, people play into the hands of these designers who make funny clothes. They make clothes for women which expose their body. And the more it exposes, the more it is expensive. And despite all the cold, they try to wear clothes which are very scanty. And you can't even look at them. But they think no end of themselves. And all our films in the West are so horrible now that you just don't want to see. If they make some films out of children which are innocent, I tell you, they can earn a lot of money. The foundation of Dharma is Sri Ganesh. If you see children, they don't know how to tell lies. Very difficult. They say things sometimes which might be embarrassing. Like one mother was saying, in the presence of the child to her husband, that the man who is coming in the evening, he eats like a hawk. Yeah. So this boy heard it, and when that gentleman came, he started eating, he was looking at him. And then he said, "Mother, he doesn't eat like a hawk. Why did you say that he eats like a hawk? You should not tell lies." And mother was so embarrassed. So they minimize also. Innocent person, by his innocence, minimize the judgment of others and criticism of others. Yeah. Because they don't see things which normally a person who is immoral can see, or who is not innocent can see. I remember my own granddaughter. Once she saw a lady in a swimming dress. It was a picture. So she said, "Hey, you go and dress up properly, otherwise my grandma will be angry with you." I see. So when you see all these small little children talking, the way they behave, the way they are innocent, you really enjoy, because innocence is the source of love and it is the source of joy. Because if you do not have love, you cannot enjoy anything, and you start criticizing and judging and wasting your energy on nonsensical things. Like the other day, I was listening to some good music, and the gentleman was singing with his hands a little bit more affection. But he had closed his eyes and music was wonderful. I really got lost into it. But there were some ladies, he said, what clothes he was wearing, how he was putting his hands. All these superficial things they were saying, not the essence. But innocence takes to the essence. And the essence is love. Thus we have to understand that the quality of Ganesha we must all imbibe within ourselves. His quality of innocence, which is already there within us, has to be manifested. Like I was with one Sahaja Yogi in his house, and we had a meeting there, about 25 people. And the meeting was over. I thought he had said that I'll have my dinner there. So I just waited for all of them to go away. This gentleman was in the kitchen when they all went away. He came back and he said, "Mother, what have you done? Why have they gone? I have cooked for all of them." And tears came into his eyes. I was so much overwhelmed by his generosity, by his kindness. And when the generosity is done innocently, you are not even aware of what you are doing. You just enjoy your generosity and you don't bother as to see what is the reaction of the another person. We have in our Shastras description of such people. Like Sri Ram, he went into the forest and there was a very old lady of a what you call tribal area. Very old. Only she had 2 teeth left. Her name was Shabari. And she came before Sri Ram and offered him some plums, you can say, the bear.
Несколько слив или несколько ягод.
Yeah, I know.
Не
Yeah.
слив.
And she very innocently told him, "See, all these I have tested with my teeth. And those were sour, I have thrown away because you don't like sour ones. But they are all sweet." Normally in India, people don't eat anything what is being touched by another mouth. So Sri Ram says, "Oh, I see, you've done this work. So please, may I have all these?" But his brother Lakshmana was angry. "What is this lady? She has no manners." So when she started putting this bear into the mouth of Sri Rama, he was getting even worse. So she said, "See how carefully I have done this testing and you are enjoying. Otherwise you would not have enjoyed them." And here Lakshmana was getting angry, very angry. So Sri Ram says, "Oh, what wonderful fruits. I have never eaten such fruits in my lifetime." So his wife Sita, she said, "Why don't you give me some?" He said, "No, these are for me. I can't give." So Sitaji said that, "After all, I am your wife and you have to share everything with me." He said, "All right. As a matter of right, I am giving you." So he gave those fruits to her. So Sita said, "What? This is just like amrosa. Such beautiful fruits I have never eaten." So she tells her brother-in-law, "See what fruits? These are heavenly fruits." So he got tempted. So Lakshmana said, "Give me some to taste also." So Sitaji said, No. I'm not going to share. After all, I've got it with great difficulty from your brother. I'm not going to share. So Sri Rama said, "All right, give him something." So this innocent old lady says, "No, I have some more. I can give you. You can have your share. I have some more. I can give you." And she gave it to Lakshmana. He started eating and he really enjoyed. So much he enjoyed. He said, "My God, I have never eaten such beautiful fruits." Even Sri Krishna, whenever he used to go to the capital of Hastinapur, he would not live with the kings, Duryodhana, but with Vidura, who was the son of a maidservant. Because Vidura was an enlightened man and he used to respect Vidura much more than anybody else. But sometimes a mistake we commit, that we get too much attached to innocent children, give them too much importance. Innocent is like a river flowing, But if you try to stagnate it, then the children get spoiled. They must be respected, but one should not try to make them look like something very exceptional. They are all just the same. They have certain various facets, but I've seen children are just the same. Firstly, they never get bored. Never get bored. If you are innocent, you will never be bored. You see beauty all the time. And even if you are alone, you enjoy yourself. It is only the grown-ups get bored. Now supposing you are in the airport and it's late, the plane is late, all the others, all the older people will be very upset. But children will start playing with something that is in the airport. Anything. A railing is there or a steps are there, they'll go up and down. Enjoy this. They don't want to make a sort of a life miserable by just bringing everything to some meticulous definition. I've seen in the airport many a times people just feeling very bored and terrible, and while the children are running up and down and playing and enjoying and making friends with other children whom they have never met. Only by innocence you can transcend your limited ideas. I have seen parents who are extremely racist. Their children take to other people in no time. An innocent person is like that. He just can carry on with any type of person without even thinking what sort of a color he has, what sort of a face he has, or what sort of hair he has done. These things do not matter. These are superficial. But children do not bother about superficial things. They just want to see the heart of the person. If the person is loving, whatever may be the race, religion, anything, children will jump. I've already told you that innocence dissolves the ego. Innocent person cannot be aggressive. And if the aggression is there, that is also very loving aggression. Like a child would come and say that, why don't you give my clothes to this boy? And if you say, oh God, I paid so much money and you want to give it to this boy? So he'd say, all right, next time again you buy for me, but let me give this to this boy, innocently. Innocent children do not have sense of possession. Also, they do not hesitate to share their things if they are innocent. But if they are brought up in a way that they show that this is yours and this should be kept as yours, all the time put into his head, this is yours, then they start becoming possessive of their things. The best thing to enjoy is to live with children. Best thing to enjoy life is to live with children. And to be like them. And to enjoy them. This is how our innocence gets nourishment. In Sahaja Yoga, I have seen people become really very innocent. Sri Ganesha, who is on the back side of your head also, who is Mahaganesha here, starts acting on the eyes. The lust and greed from the eyes just drop out. Because you become innocent in your attention. So you don't have to take out your eyes, as Christ has said. Nor you have to cut your hand, because you really become moral. I don't know how many of you know that all of you have become saints. As Ganesha was created, you are also created as innocent saints. Try to respect your innocence. That will make you feel young and happy. In India, in Maharashtra, we have 4 Swayambhu Ganeshas. 8 Swayambhu Ganeshas. And I've seen the people of Maharashtra are quite innocent. Somehow, it's a very ancient country, and in that area especially, Sri Ganesha is worshipped. So, people have become very innocent. They have a Ganesha being established during certain time. Now is the time for 10 days, made out of clay, and later on is put in the water, sea or river. But as this Coca-Cola culture has also come to India, in the presence of Sri Ganesh, they were singing horrible vulgar songs and drinking in his presence. These were all public Ganeshas, you see. So I warned them in 2 lectures that don't do this, because if Sri Ganesha gets angry, you will get earthquakes. They would not believe. So, 3rd year, these people in a village, in a quite a big place, went to the Ganesh Visarjan, means where they put it Ganesha in the water, and came back. And they were all drunk and they were dancing in the night. And suddenly this great earthquake came in and all of them were buried except for Sahajis. And the Sahaja Yoga center which was there was not at all hit by earthquake. And there was a big gap round the center. So the people ran towards the center that they can be saved. But they all fell in that big gap and died. So on the other side, the innocence is very powerful. Anybody who tries to molest or to try to destroy somebody's innocence is ultimately very badly punished by Sri Ganesh. Those people who do not worship Ganesha in their heart can become right-sided or can become left-sided. They become right-sided, they get all kinds of diseases which are more physical. And if they become left-sided, then they get diseases which are psychosomatic, which are incurable. We have had some horrible people in our country who preached that through Muladhara Chakra, through sex, you can raise the Kundalini. And they became Tantrikas. People who were Tantrikas did all kinds of horrible things in the temples. They put erotics, insult to Sri Ganesh. They are all now being destroyed. So one should never try to challenge a person who is innocent, who has the blessings of Sri Ganesh. Only through enlightenment one can awaken Sri Ganesha within yourself. May God bless you all.
Да благословит вас всех Бог.
रूप गणेश गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे हे तिन्ही देवांचे जन्मस्थान हे तिन्ही देवांचे जन्मस्थान ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे आकार तो ब्रह्मा उकार तो विष्णु आकार तो ब्रह्मा उकार तो विष्णु नकार महेश जाणीला ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ऐसे तिन्ही देव जेथोनी उत्पन्न ऐसे तिन्ही देव जेथोनी उत्पन्न तो हा गजानन माय बाप ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे तुका म्हणे ऐसी आहे वेदवाणी तुका म्हणे ऐसी आ आ आ तुका म्हणे ऐसी आहे वेदवाणी पहावी पुराणी व्यासांची या ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे हे तिन्ही देवांचे जन्मस्थान हे तिन्ही देवांचे जन्मस्थान ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे ओंकार प्रधान रूप गणेशाचे रूप गणेशाचे रूप गणेशाचे
Let us all now stand up for Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार, माँ कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको, माँ सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा, माँ कर दिया उजियारा। कलियुग में माया है, कलियुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधुर संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधुर संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा, हो सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिने माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः।
बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय. Let us all very humbly bow down and then be in meditation for a couple of minutes. Let us all raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji. Over to you, my sister.
Thank you, Brother Bhaskar-ji, for the very blissful meditation, and thank Shri Mataji for this great opportunity for us to meditate collectively at a Holy Lotus feet. Thank Shri Mataji for giving us this opportunity again and again from all of us, Shri Mataji. Brother Bhaskar, maybe you can switch on your video. Just a little bit about Brother Bhaskar to those who have seen him for the first time. He's a wonderful brother to me, a lucky brother since 2012. Fantastic family he has, all of whom are key members who have been supporting us since day one, since December 2020 in our IT support, as IT support. Anupam is his son, the eldest child. And now Anusha is joined in also. And Brother Bhaskar has been there from day one. So, and Sister Radha has also been very, very supportive from the behind the scene. Thank you to all of you for giving us this beautiful sharing, as a Sahaj family. So, Brother Bhaskar, just to share with all our global family here that, of course, all of us had wonderful Sri Ganesha Puja all around the world. It was so blissful all around, the vibrations were just amazing. Whether it's Australia, in Capella, India, Malaysia, anywhere, any part of the world, you can feel the connection that we had recently, with all the attention on Sri Ganesha. So I'm sure that you also have some wonderful stories to share. You had back-to-back seminars, Sri Krishna Puja seminar in Kerala, and then now just returned from Bangalore, the 3-day seminar and puja you had in Bangalore. Maybe you can share some insight, to share with all of us what happened and how you enjoyed, and how the collectivity in Kerala, in Bangalore, in Chennai, everywhere else.
Thank you. In fact, the 5 days of seminar that I attended both in Kerala as well as Bangalore, so joyful. In fact, it's been a few years, like due to the COVID pandemic, we haven't been able to attend many collective events. Physically, we haven't been able to attend collective. Most of our collective events have been happening online, and we have been missing those physically participating in those events. So this was a great opportunity. In fact, Kerala, where we had the Krishna Puja in Calicut, Kozhikode, I could attend only for 2 days because of my office. I couldn't attend the first day, which was on Friday, where they had a Havan on the first day. Very beautiful meditation sessions. We had a collective of almost about anywhere between 1,200 to 400 people attending the seminar and the puja. I remember a very collective kind of environment there. We had Yuva Shaktis, almost about 30 Yuva Shaktis who came from Maharashtra. They stayed there in Kerala for almost 15 days before the puja to help the Kerala collective organize the puja, because they didn't have that many Yuva Shaktis. So this Yuva Shaktis from Maharashtra came and supported them. It was so good to see how the Sahaj collectives from different places getting together and organizing these events and supporting each other. They organized the entire stage. The food was being taken care of by these Yuva Shaktis. There was one meditation session which was really very good. One brother from Madhya Pradesh, India, he led that session where it was more like a workshop where he was leading the meditation and more about how it is important for us to assume our powers as Sahaj Yogi. And Shri Mataji has said this many times that how we Sahaj Yogis don't assume those powers. So the entire meditation, he helped us to introspect, connect with our own powers inside and feel that, and how we can actually, when interacting with people everywhere, we can feel that power within us and assume our own self, that I am the spirit, I am the child of Shri Mataji who has given us so much, so many powers. Once we do that, miracles will start happening on its own. It was a very beautiful meditation workshop which he led. Great Krishna Puja, where we had many singers come. Pandit Subramanian ji was there singing. um, we had very 2 days full of joy, where we could go to the sea on both the days, did collective foot soaking at the sea. Um, and actually, I was fortunate enough to be sitting on the stage for the puja as well. In Bangalore, again, very energetic, very joyful atmosphere. Just came back from the puja on the Sunday evening. The 3 days were so well spent. Bangalore is a collective, or in fact, Karnataka is a collective where there's so many Yuva Shaktis there. And you can feel that power of Yuva Shakti in the energy, the excitement, the joy that they bring, the activities they conduct, all the bhajans that they did, dance programs that they did. There was a big group of Yuva Shaktis that was playing drums, welcoming Shri Mataji, and you could feel that energy throughout those 3 days, and uh, the way the collective actually organized it was amazing. Bangalore itself has a huge collective, about close to 1,500 to 2,000 people are there in Bangalore and Karnataka. And there were people from all across India that came for the puja, and then we had so many singers and musicians in Calcutta, dancers, amazing dance performances from one Neha Verma who did Odissi performance, which was really amazing to see. You could feel those vibrations when she enacts different forms. And then there was one dance drama which she did along with one other sister, Geetika, who was doing it in Kathak. So there was like a jugalbandi of Kathak and Odissi, which they did it. It was amazing. I mean, eventually all these performances, the energy, joy was. It was so good to be part of these kind of large collective programs after this pandemic.
By you talking itself, we can feel the joy and the amazing vibrations just flowing, because it's tremendous joy when you see everybody. And hats off to the Yuva Shaktis around the world. I think they're doing a great job. And coming back to that, I know Malaysia will be organizing a Yuva Shakti seminar in maybe in 2 or 3 weeks' time. Just awaiting Ganesh Guzain, who's now Indian born but living in Germany. He'll be leading the session. He just got married in Cabela, and he's volunteered to help us to organize this seminar where he can share all these things with the Yuva. So it'll be nice if all the Yuva Shaktis can join together to spread the love and joy across the world, so that the younger generations and even the older generation like us can benefit, seeing these people very energetic and all that. It's really inspiring to see them work collectively. Recently they did a lot of work in Cabela and now even in India. So we hope in Malaysia too, they are also very dynamic. Hopefully they can get together their resources and make more activities for themselves and enjoy the collective sessions with themselves. So it's good that you mentioned about the Yuva Shaktis, and we hope, the global Yuva Shaktis will get together soon and share their ideas. Yeah. So you said some miracles. Any miracles that you would like to share?
Yes. So I missed that. One big miracle that happened in Bangalore. All of us left that place after the puja in the afternoon, and that entire place, the venue was vacated by the evening. It was like Shri Mataji was waiting for all the Sahajis to leave that place and reach their homes. Evening at around 7:30, 8 o'clock, by the time most of the Sahajis were settled, um, heavy rains started pouring in Bangalore. The rains were like almost, they said that it's been heaviest in the last 50 years. And most of the Bangalore got flooded. And I don't know if any one of you has seen those videos on the social media. Looks very scary. People actually going on steep boats on the road, helping people vacate their houses in different. And you've got large apartments in Bangalore, so the water up to almost 3 to 4 feet at most of the places. And all this happened just after we vacated that entire venue and our Sahajis safely reached home. It was like Shri Mataji was waiting for us to all go back, settle down, and then do a collective clearance of that entire place. It's a real miracle to see. None of the Sahajis were stuck anywhere because of this.
Yeah, Shri Mataji's attention is always on her children. So, she's always there to protect us. So, yeah, it's good that thorough cleansing takes place everywhere, that with the blessings of Shri Mataji, we know how it works, how Shri Mataji works, all these things.
Okay.
She just makes sure that all her children are taken care of, So it's amazing, the power of collectivity, the power of oneness with Shri Mataji. It really lifts us up, even a lot of challenges that we face day to day, yet we always surrender to Shri Mataji and it just works out. So we cannot thank her enough, Shri Mataji, and so many things that we can talk about Shri Mataji, that, how she has helped all of us. All of us have some experience or another. So it's good to share, and the inspiring stories that you have shared with us about Kerala. Although we are not there, but we can just visualize what's happening even in Bangalore, the way you mentioned. I can imagine, the joy that we miss is the physical part that we used to gather in India, in Canberra, in US, or anywhere else. It's hopefully we can reunite during Shri Mataji's 100th birthday. All of us can have a big gathering and enjoy the thing that we have missed for these last couple of years. So really truly appreciate, brother, despite your heavy schedule and your work commitment and all that, you devote your time to help us for the last 1 year, 9 months to be exact, helping us in the Zoom. And we also like to thank Anupam and now Anusha and our rest of the key members in our Tuesday Global Collective. We truly appreciate all your efforts, and on behalf of the Malaysian Collective, and the Global Collective, we like to thank you and for sharing your experiences, and we like to thank everybody who have joined us today. And we look forward to greater times, and many more interesting events are lined up. People are just calling us, wanting to share their experiences and all that. So we are looking forward to hearing from many people from Hong Kong, from Australia, from New Zealand, and different parts of the world, France and all that. So with that, thank you again, and thank you for doing double duty today as leading the meditation, sharing, and also the IT support. Thank you again and again for sharing your experiences. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for all your love and blessings to all your children. We humbly thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Koti Koti Pranam to you, Shri Mataji. And thank you all brothers and sisters who have joined us today. We thank you, and we can seek your support in our subsequent weeks. Hopefully you enjoy and share our collective meditation with the rest of the family. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.